What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3 as Great Ching. We are going strong here at 170 million GDP. We've added 40 million GDP to our nation since the game start. Compare that to Great Britain, which is at 40 million GDP, and our growth is explosive. But we're also China, so we have the easiest start. So, well, not the easiest. We could be GB, but it's a pretty easy start. So I don't want to get ahead of myself and pat myself on the back too much here when we still got stuff to do. We're passing agrarianism. That's going well. We should succeed. It just take X amount of time to get that done. We're dealing with some of our market shortages here for things like coal. We're getting more groceries, so that will take a bit of time. But we're working slowly towards getting our current guys out of power and making our nation a little bit more liberal, one step at a time here. Let's go ahead and keep that guy in power. And where do we want to go next? We have some free infamy that we can spend here. Where is Shanxi? Fuck it. We'll just take the bureaucracy shortages. It's fine. Shortage of goods is a thing, but I'll tank it for now. I could just raise a tax to cut the costs here. Do a luxury furniture and do a... We'll sit with this. Sit with this tax. We're fine. Yeah, we'll sit on that. So, Bunda. None of these matter to me. Maybe I drop my north, like my Rhine interest and get like a second one in Africa. Or maybe I go for Persia. That's not a terrible idea. You protectorate the Sikh Empire. Do we have a border with you? We do. Question here is I need to upgrade my army. You're repping 100 troops. Let's upgrade our first army here. Does he still have the good general? Is he still alive? He is still alive. Let's see how much this costs us to upgrade one of our armies to armed to infantry. We'll have shortages of artillery and armed goods, so we need to actually see what the demand is there, and we will fix that. So look at military goods. 286. We have 100 of them from arms industries. And our cannons are pretty fine. So let's go ahead and just add some more arms industries. How much do we have? We have 5 in Beijing. I didn't realize we had 5 of them. They're just making that much money. Cannon foundries aren't even fully working, so we're not going to build more of those. But these guys are doing all right. Keep benefiting the rural folk. Benefit those rural folk, get them in power. I want to use them to get other laws passed. We could cut government wages to deal. Let's cut government wages by 1 tier. Nitroglycerin will cost us explosives if we don't actually produce yet. I need to actually queue some of those. Throw a couple in Shandong at the top. 3 should be fine, and we're just going to throw those in the places that need the most here. Let's go ahead and enable nitroglycerin in some of our other cities. We'll do it. Iron and coal are definitely going to be some of the ones. We'll do it everywhere. Right, we'll be productive in some way. I know we're going to have a shortage. We can meet that shortage. What is the shortage exactly? So it is 400 of them. Those ones that we queued up will each produce 50. So we'll need probably, let's call it 8 of these. Make them a priority for me. And can we upgrade those explosives? We actually can to ammonium, so we don't need the full 8 here. Drop 3 of you. And get the ones that are actually in progress up to the top. Let those churn through. Right, that's more money for us. Should be fine. Our arms industry will make itself better eventually. I want to speed that along, though. And I actually value doing the arms industry a little bit more because I want to do a war soon. So let's throw 2 of those up, and we'll just let it have kind of a shared majority there. So, do I kick the literati out or do I keep them? We're right at the baseline here. Let's kick the literati out and keep some loyalists in power. Don't need the literati to get this done. Our next couple laws will be the ones that the agrarians, the rural folk like anyway, which should be good. We just want to get our loyalist numbers up while dropping down our radicals. Isn't it romantic? Arts Academy throughput or progress on realism. We'll do the progress on realism because we are still behind on tech. That's going to help us out down here. We're getting a spread of stock exchange. Helps our trade routes. Water tube boiler is progressing. What do we tackle next? I think we're pretty good in industry. We could do baking powder. In fact, we will do baking powder, and we'll do chemical bleaching. We'll let mechanical workshops spread. We don't have a huge focus on that. I don't really care for military right now. What I want to do is knock out some of these easy ones in our civics, because I want to start focusing on the things that really matter to us. And what are the things that matter is a good question here. Companies are just so good when your nation is this big that I really want to just focus those two to get us some companies right off the bat. The other thing, of course, would be banking, bankroll, and take on debt, and then cementing will be huge to us. Central Archives does a huge matter. Oh, yeah, Central Archives needs to be on that list. And there's the other steps. We'll get those for sure. Egalitarianism is going to be huge. Same with nationalism. All of the, I want them all. I want them all. Just give them all. Give them all to me. And we'll be fine, right? That's what we want. Here's a question. If I attack the sick, who would stop me? Would anyone stop me? I'm tending towards no. So let's do it. Russia would probably side with us. Now, we'll be a little bit infamous. We're going to raise our army that we just upgraded. This is the second one. Our army that is mostly infantry. So not exactly the most... is sure-footed the right word? They don't have much range to get things done with. There's a car alarm going off in my apartment complex. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm not sure if you can. Let's import some people. It's not some people. Jesus, we banned that in this city. Why is our iron mine suddenly... Oh, it's because we just raised our military. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's call in Russia. We're going to need their help here. If you're on the front line, you'll be fine. Looks like we actually can't afford our full army. That's an incredible shortage of goods that we have right now. Jesus. I think if I take this army and... I bet you if I turned off your mobilization here for supplements. Like if I turned off your... Well, no, basic supplies is fine. Okay. We'll take the hit. It's going to be expensive. Maybe I raise taxes here. Let's raise taxes. Keep us above that breaking point here, even though it is going down slowly. Hopefully we'll be able to pay it back off once we get out of the war here. But by God, an army this size is crazy expensive. Ooh, I should have done more than this. I should have done more with the sick. Unfortunately. All right, we have popular prey, right? Let's bolster the rural folk. I'm really going all in on making them strong here. I hope we can get some good stuff to happen here. They're all need to be powerful for that to happen. Then we need to have not state religion. We need a reformer. Need a reformer at some point here. Is everyone I have attacking here? I think we are. Alright, that'll get the Sick Empire under our thumb. It gets us the way to use our infamy. And next we can target some of these other guys that we have around us. Also, it'll free up my Persian thing, right? You do have some land in Persia, so I should have both these claims finalized, which means I can get another one in this region somewhere. Tibet's in default, or Tibet. But this should be all good, I think. All good. We're working on our explosives factories. Those are getting produced. I want to see how we're just doing overall. Slowly getting built. Slowly getting kitted. Okay, will you accept now? One more week. Gold fields depleted. We can't have that. We have to immediately build the bullion. Bullion comes first. In fact, come over here and kick those up to atmospheric engine pumps, nitroglycerin, and everything else that benefits us. So, steam engine time. Motor industries needs to have cash reserves. So where is our motor industry? Let's check this out. We have one in Jingxi. They are not fully employed because apparently our railways do not have high enough demand. Okay. Looks like we need to build more rail. What if I were to say, come over to Beijing and just enable this here? Well, what's our transportation demand? Did we meet it? Is it... Can I see it on the screen, or is it just a local good so I can't? It's like because it's a local good. Well, let's try turning on just it for lumber camps right now in some of our places. Like, turn it on right here. In fact, what I could do, if I look at my journal, look at branching out. I should have... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Ignore the problems it's going to cause. I'll fix them in a second. Yes, you'll cause problems. I forgot we had opium plantations. Kick them all over. We don't actually mean it, so we will ignore it. Branching out is completed. Get the railroad boom. Let's get the progress on tech, and then we're just going to kick everything back to where they make money. And we won't worry about that until we actually need to find peasants to work. Because right now we just want to employ as many people as possible and not worry about being manpower efficient. All right, so that is all resolved. The Sikh Empire is gone. We will make them our friend. We will reduce autonomy with Burma. They will accept immediately. Prove with them again. Reduce autonomy with you at 52%. Reduce autonomy with the Sikh, or Siam, I should say. Reduce autonomy with the other guys now. And now our subject list is quite long. Egyptian, reduce autonomy. Other protectorates, we probably have truces. But actually, you can now become a dominion. Cool, so just the Sikh are now in there, and we have all these guys under us as a dominion. Accept. Is that everybody? Okay. Good. Let's kind of go around and look at our subjects here. We have the Sikh Empire. They don't matter. We have Chimpasak, who has not had their flag change. We have Chiang Ma, who has not had their flag change. And then we have Dynam. Okay, so all these guys just got our little thing in the top left there. They don't have any cool flags. This one's cool, but I think Tibet always had that. I might be mistaken here. No cool flags. It's a shame. I'm going to kick our taxes down to a lower level here. Try to keep our people content and happy. What is this? Can I get involved? Will anyone become my subject for free? No one will. This is in Ethiopia. It is Warsangali. Okay. What are we building now? We're getting our... Okay, get the explosive factories up for the gold here. Let's deal with our shortage before I get anything crazy going on. Greatism is going to pass. Looks like we've done well in our debates. I haven't been paying too much attention to that. But that's all fine and dandy. What do we do after this? That's the big question here. Our scholar officials are not... +5 actual, cap from the actual value of +11. That's from active laws. I wish that could be higher cap. I wish I have text that could increase that cap. So we can get that to, like, you know, more than that. So you get an obligation. What does the Jambi want? Become subject. You want to... I don't think I care for an obligation from you. Doesn't have enough utility for me. What about this one? No. Drat, Dam, and Blast. Can I raise my taxes? 30k on that. And then we're good. I do need to still create more bureaucracy. Currently, we're getting water tube boiler. There's trade route bureaucracy cost and market impact. That gives us a ton of funds. I feel like we just get so much benefit. Steam engine here. Motor industries. Oh yeah, we need to do this. We need to give more jobs to our motor industries. So if we look at that again, now we looked at it, but I got to focus on this because I can't. They got to build up their cash reserves, which they're doing. They're building that up pretty well. What do we have a huge excess of that I can export here? We don't have a ton of trade or convoys left to trade, but there's got to be something. Prussians, 50 of these for 11 is not terrible. It's not the best, though. Not you either. Sugar. 75 for 9 isn't terrible. Let's do that. Let's get those French some sugar. What about fabric? Hard pass. What's going on here? This is a revolt in Sierra Leone. And then this is still the British East Indies against the Trust, another revolt. Right, there is water tube boiler. Or is it condensing engine pump? It is condensing engine pump. Takes more tools, but gives us more stuff. Generally a good thing, I would think. We're gonna probably need to build a tooling industry and up that even more, right? If I come down here and look at those, sort by cost. Yeah, tools are very high cost point here. We have 40 weeks. Still is a long backlog of stuff. It's not too terrible though. Patent stills and baking powder coming soon. Okay, Granite is going to pass soon. That's also good. We don't actually need patent stills. Unless we have a shortage of alcohol that has snuck up on me. We do have a shortage of alcohol. Okay, take one of these and kick you over to patent stills. In fact, we'll kind of keep it even here. Throw 3 more of these. We'll do the bottom 2 patent stills, and the top 2 will not be patent stills. And we'll just have that running well. Granism's coming. Let's go ahead and kick up our government wages, and we're still making money here. Here's the question. I can keep investing in our innovativeness cap. I want to do maybe another round of universities here. My goal is to have about 5 universities in all of the places that have a huge amount of peasants, because that'll just help with qualifications, which will be important later on when we have a ton of industry and we can scale up really fast. So let's do another 20 universities here, increase our capacity. That's going to make our queue a year long, and we'll let that churn through. We'll let our funds accrue. That's also going to speed up our research here, which is good because we're going to do a big focus on society next. Checking out military. We're about to hit the 2nd strata. Hopefully we get hydraulic cranes first, because the 3 port max levels would be really important for us. I think our ports are maxed out. No, they're not, but we could keep doing some stuff there. Could indeed. I love the yellow color we are. I know when we form China, it'll become blue. There is agrarianism. And that should open up some things. Fuck. Oh, that's going to cause problems. I got to fix that. We'll think about that later. So, we can go to per capita taxation. That loses us money. I don't want to lose money, even though it does good things for some other people. We can go to protectionism. It will gain us money. Not a lot, but people like it. Laws. I think the only one we can really force through is tenant farmers, but do I want to go for that? I don't really want to go over homesteading. I'd rather get mutual funds and go over commercialized agriculture here. I think we write it out. I could throw you involved. Gets me another 1,000,000 radicals. I'll just wait for the next election. Do we know when our next election date is? How can I tell? 15. Okay, previous election is in 18th. Next election is okay. So we have 2 years till next election. We'll wait it out. I don't know why I'm looking at Canada, but that will get figured out. Let's go ahead and I know I said we were going to do universities here, but I want to start bolstering our construction first, because that'll let us build the universities faster, and then we're just profiting pretty well there. We also want to go ahead and kick over our military. Let's do all of our military guys, and we're going to upgrade all of our units. That'll be a big cost for us, but we're fine with that. I bet you our good general died. He has. We're going to get an armed forces guy. I want to bolster someone who's not a scholar official. Open train and tactful, that's fine. Get you strong enough to actually help out. And now we need to focus on government administrations. Funnily enough, we are getting pretty close to Central Archives. I guess what we'll do is we'll do Central Archives first. So let's go ahead and stop empiricism and other things. Hit Central Archives. Hit Central Banking. Then let's go for joint companies. Oh, fuck, we gotta get the things in the previous strata, though. Let's just see what's happening by the time this is queued up. We'll probably get empiricism to spread. I don't know about medical degrees. Yeah, we gotta hit these first, which is a damn shame. I'll come and monitor this. Let's see where we're at once we get our things met, and then we'll circle back. Circle back and do all the things. So, what do now? Hindustan has risen up. I could have gotten involved in this. I missed my chance. Can I... I'm actually... Let's see. Can I... If I go back like a little bit... Just a tad. Oh, I wanted to try to free Hindustan. That would have been so cool. The Mughals. I missed it. Yeah, that's on me. I was too busy looking at stuff while the game was unpaused. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, what can we do? I haven't looked at our diplomatic situation. We could improve relations with some guys. We have enough influence to do so. Army decay is not massive. Bonus to control battalions. The Italian succession is happening. Let's get some interest in Italy. Also, we'll start to get some interest in France over here. So the Oman could be, you know, Portugal. You still have this, right? You do. If I attack Johor. If I were to protectorate you, Portugal gets call in, we take their treaty port. I think that's a good move. The other thing I want to do that I haven't mentioned is there's a achievement that you can go for where you need to have treaty ports in all of the big parts of Europe as China. We might make a play for that. I think that would be fun. And that's part of the reason why I'm focusing some military a little bit here. Not a ton, but just enough to make us strong. I don't like the claim on Outer Manchuria from my friend. Emphasis on friend. That's no fun. This is Bundelkhand. I'll give us a war goal here. Just a revolt there. They're dead. I can't even get to them, so no reason trying. Okay, so we are losing money again, but we have some excess, so I don't really care about that. Probably from me raising, doing multiple things at the same time. We are the first ranked great power. Our prestige is massive. What is it contributing to our prestige? We have 541 domestic product, country tier empire, leading producer of goods for a ton of stuff. There you go. Being China is powerful. Awesome. Don't quite mind any of that. So let's look at you. I'm trying to see, is that capped at +5? So we have +10 and we're capped at it. I need to have +11 to try to pass a law without these guys being fucking pissed. So how can I get there? Can I also, I'm just gonna exile your dissident. This character will adopt an ideology opposed to our government. We now have a land reformer. That's fine. That's how we get, we can actually take advantage of that. We can slowly, exile people and use that to shift these guys to having the right ideology. Because this land reformer is good for us. All right, bonus to collectivized agriculture. It's quite good. Maybe we make a play just to get all the way down to mutual funds to go for collectivized agriculture. Or commercialized agriculture. Not sure. We'll get bacon counter for sure, though. Going through our universities, probably... Let's stop the universities for now. We don't need them right at the moment. I'd much rather invest a little bit into our government administration. Just a little bit. We'll do about 10 in one state, and then we'll go back to universities. That's going to cause our paper shortages. So how are we actually looking at paper? Terrible on paper. That means I need to make another industry for that. Paper mills, get you up to 21. Get you up to 21. And get you up to 21. Maximize that throughput per level. And make us all set there. Okay, I'm gonna let us get through the queue here. Not much is gonna basically take time. We'll probably keep expanding our land borders. I don't want to do too much overseas. I know we already took Egypt. That was just kind of available. I don't know if I can do anything with these guys. Let's do that wherever possible. 53% on you. Yeah, but we're going to slowly expand outwards here. I think our next big war will be against the British. I got to decide what I want to do there. Maybe I can make some more friends with other people and take advantage of that. We'll still stop tour. Just get the railway throughput. Get the railway throughput, please. What is this? This is Sulawesi. Ooh. Ooh. Do I do it? Liberate country. Liberate subject. If I free the Dutch East Indies, that'd be kind of crazy. What do I want? I can get involved here. I don't want to take any... The problem here is I don't want to take any infamy. I want to keep that low. Johor is 2.7. I know I said I was going to cut away, but I think we're going to do a war soon, so I don't want to do so at the moment. Let's cut back our government administrations just for a little bit. And what the hell is this? He is the Confucian school. Korean party should win. Sounds good to me. We are going to go and try to make protectorate against Johor. Armed forces, what do you want? Per capita taxation. That's terrible. It is a petition. Everybody but the scholars approves of it. It's costing us 40k. What's the difference here? So we lose... we lose the land tax. But we get per capita tax. Eventually it'll be good, but right now we have a lot of land. If I change tax law too fast, it will kill me. Need to remember that. Let's do it. Let's do it. We want to get there eventually. This will probably help us deal with the rural folk a little bit, or deal with the scholar officials. It'll take away some of their funds. Speaking of... So I want to, like, not change anything right now. I can't exile dissident. All right, let's make the play for Johor. And we're going to hope they call in Portugal. Go and raise just the small 80k army that we have. Don't use the full force of our might here. I don't think I need to have anyone else involved here. We'll ban slavery, and we will open your market. We're going to make both of those primary war goals. Don't need to call Russia in. I could, but I don't need to. Come on. Get involved, Portugal. What's this one? This is British Raj against Bundulesi. UN obligation. Who are you? Oh my. I can't actually reach them though. We'll wait. We'll wait. If that happens again while we have a land border. Actually, we do have a land border. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. Become subject. Are you a Dominion? Fuck, you're a Dominion. Should be fine, though. These are numbers. Oh, Great Britain's involved. Yikes. Did that change? No, we still have GB. And the Ottomans are coming involved. So they want to revoke claims. You just need to defend here. We'll sit on it. Yeah, we'll sit on it. Raise our taxes here to pay off this war. We're all in. We're all in. What did you offer? Oh, you became their puppet. Wow. They really puppeted themselves to GB to deal with that. Okay. Looks like Portugal's not going to defend these guys. Leverage support for per capita taxation. This is going to be a bad time to get this. See who's pushing here. Cautious advance with the big guy. Everyone else can defend. Defend over here. Advance front. Don't do the reckless advance. Save troops. Wonder if the British are coming. The British are coming. I just need to win this war over here, though. Then I can take my 80k stack and cause other problems. Where's naval invasion? Oh, shit. Okay. Create an army for me here. Actually, fuck it. Get a fleet out there. Just gotta win that other battle fast. How can they even get to there? That's kind of weird. Give me some conscripts in this army. 80 conscripts of you, and then give me 20 conscripts of you. Give me a general. Confucian. Promote. 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 Mobilize. Raise conscripts. You're defending this. I want you to come to this front over here. They're already over there. Good, you'll hold that front. Our troops are raising their manpower slowly. Our navy is winning. That's fine. Okay, we got pushed out of that, so they have the war goal. Peace with Billing or Johor over here. Looks like these guys lost. What about this one? Are they going to win? There's per capita taxation. Ignore that. Nope, they lost it. Okay. We were out of that war. Tragic. We gave it a go. And we forced British Raj to be a puppet now. Which is going to be interesting because GB's going to have a lot of like little uprisings now in this region we can get involved in. So it was an attempt. We actually stood up pretty well in the one fight we had. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this army here. Get them to unify with probably the next guy over. Yeah. So that's all fine. We got Johor out of it, which is all right. Like, that doesn't really matter much to us. Do we have anything we can do with the rest of our subjects here? I need to also take stock of our economic situation. You know what? We're just gonna roll the dice on these guys. Okay, you're denying it, so that's fine. We'll go deal with you. I can call Russia if I need to, but I don't need to. All right, we're gonna let our infantry tick down. That war should handle itself. We're getting our universities up. Let's look at our market to see if anything crazy has happened. No, everything that was expensive is still expensive. Russia's getting devolved. We don't need an obligation with you. The US got involved. Strange choice, but that's fine. We'll call on Russia. Is there anything I want from the US? Liberia. Liberia. Could ban slavery. We could fix their problems. I will leave them be. And what can we do? So we got our taxes back to a baseline. I don't know if it's the best baseline. I'm going to tax transportation, I think. And let's do... Yeah, let's do transportation for now. I still fucking emergency relief in Gansu. Where the hell is Gansu? Cancel emergency relief. We can cancel road maintenance in both of these states. And if you have shortages problems, we'll deal with it. Okay. Don't worry about the opium ban. What do I now need to do? Let's do some more taxes. Let's do... We have such a huge excess of clothes. I wonder if it's worthwhile to actually tax it. But people would hate it. Let's do tea, because tea's like a luxury. And we'll also do wine. I don't want to do porcelain, because porcelain's an obsession. And if I tax our obsessions, then people get mad. And I don't want them to be mad at me. So we'll just do that. And we're going to work towards getting our government wages paid off. Up 270 construction capacity. That's quite good. What would you do? I don't need to sway anybody. This war should be over. Yeah, no one's going to get here to help Tibet. And they'll get knocked out themselves. I haven't done a lot of jump cuts. I've been going just straight through with this. It's because I'm recording this all after work, so I'm not like super clear-minded. And in the recording mindset, I still am thinking about how work went. So apologies if you upset at all the jump cuts, but I think I'm rambling enough to fill the void. So, you know, maybe you just like the gameplay and don't like my commentary, but sorry. It is what it is. Anywho, this war is going to get done. Tibet will become our puppet. That's one more in the list here. And I think that's enough, right? Where do we go from here? Well, there is Zanj. There is the Marina Kingdom. And I do need to build boats to attack them. I do want to build out our fleet a little bit more. Let's get our navy up a little bit. Let's do a respectable 80 boats, I think. If we go to 80 boats, that can fit our exploratory fleet. Our plain red banner, which will be good for us. That war is gone. Tibet is a friend again, and our money is up. Bam, we're back to neutral. Let's go. Everything looks great. We're at, okay, 186 weeks on our construction capacity. Yikes. Most of that's paper mills, though. And then we have the naval bases. We can reinvest into that up to 180 million in GDP. Quite, you know, twice British Raj. And GP's kind of struggling, man. We've put the hurt on them a little bit. And British Raj is a nobody now. They're a puppet, right? You're just kind of useless. Yeah, you poor bastard. Yeah, suck bed. That sucks. Okay. What do now? Well, let's look at our tech again. We're getting chemical bleaching. 21 months on that. That's going to let us go and do a bunch of bone china, which will be really good for us, actually, because we have a huge demand for bone china. We're getting colonization. I think after... How long do you think this is going to take? We'll do medical degrees. Central archives, central banking. Hit joint stock companies. And then I think we go and grab... Well, labor movement would be good here. Let's work towards labor movement. Plan for the long term and our eventual communist leanings. So France, you are fighting the Netherlands. Well, what would you give me? Oh no. The urge. I have the urge. I have the urge. What else would you give me that's not the Dutch East Indies? Let me just... I mean, I almost have like access all the way over there. I could get a trading port anywhere. Would you bankroll me? Where is the diplomatic pact? She would bankroll me. Would give me an obligation. It'd also give me Tahiti for free. Do I take the infamy? I don't want to take the infamy, is the problem. What does Tahiti have? Tahiti. How are you doing? Actually not terrible. What's on your island? The bankroll's more valuable than Tahiti, right? Let's get the bankroll. We're going to get the bankroll. I mean, it's tempting to take it, but that would just give us so much infamy for something that really doesn't matter. If I'm going to attack a subject to get infamy, I would do the British Raj, because that just, you know, whoomp is really strong. So we'll do that. Yeah. Unless we really need the war goal, we won't go for it. That actually is not a bad event. Scholar officials, they now like us better. They don't like the land-based taxation change. But if we had that event a little bit earlier... it would actually be in a really good spot. If I do this, everyone's involved in the government. Minus 10 to go to wealth voting. It's a step in the right direction. Do we go for that? Or is there something better I can go for? Monarchy's crazy. That's a long shot. This is also a long shot, sadly. Let's go and do the change to wealth voting. Right. Empowers other people besides the aristocrats, so that will diffuse some of the power from the Confucian scholars. Won't fix all of our problems, those will still exist. But we do get bankrolled soon, and I think we're going to have to fix our incoming bureaucracy shortage by a tech and not by investing. We can still do some of those. Let's see how this war goes. I don't see who's on the other side. Oh yeah, no one else is on the other side, so we're chilling. What do we do with these funds? Do we just invest them? Do I go crazy with my... Do I lower my taxes? Let's lower taxes by 1 level. Puts us back into righteous. Helps our laws pass a little bit faster. And I think we start saving up. Our gold reserves are a little low. I'm also not going to have a huge... Oh, new emperor. Oh shit, we need to check that out. Our new emperor is a traditionalist. It's not terrible. He is a scholar official, which... Take what you will. So who do we want to exile to get them to be like our party? We could get the royal folks to be in the opposition of a government here. They have quite a little bit of power here. 42% chance of stall is kind of terrible. Plus that setback there is not ideal. Who could I pay more? Government wages. Armed force approval. Or I just do... Just to double check, how much are we actually getting from these guys being our bankroll? 83,000. They are quite wealthy. Let's go ahead and kick up our construction capacity to another 8. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say drop it and then put it to the top. Puts us to an even 40 of these construction sectors. And that lets us get through our market here. So our paper shortage is going to get paid for. I almost think I went a little overboard with all of these paper mills. What is this one? So this is this guy who is over here fighting GB. We will ignore their plight. I think they're gone. Oh, we're building up to fight Marina Kingdom, right? Alternatively, there's also the fight with Portugal. I would get changed to our customs union. Do we just expand peacefully? Let's just double check here. Join our customs union. Or we have the alliance with Russia. Why is this not working the way... I know I just saw it possible. This UI is a little interesting, because we saw it was possible with GB to get them into our customs union. Or with Portugal here. So let's do it. Let's build out our customs union. I'll give you an obligation. I don't like you having a treaty port against us, but welcome to our customs union. That pisses off GB. Is anyone else in your customs union I can poach? Belgium. Okay. Still suffering. It's not doing well. Sikh Empire. Where do we go and fight next? We go to like Afghanistan and Kalat. Are we marching our way and just like around this region? Got a claim in Iberia, which is cool. Oh yeah, we have now interest everywhere. Yeah, so Portugal's stuff is our stuff. So we like Portugal now. We'll let them grow in power. And our war's almost done. I've been meandering here. So we'll get out of this war and we'll put a cut in. We're doing amazingly well. Like, I'm very happy with how everything's gone so far. Let's check our... So we did a bunch of building up out of our universities, right? We have 132 over cap. Let's see how our spread has actually increased so far. So right now we are getting spread for hydraulics. We've gone up to 22 and 68 instead of, what was it, 18 and 55? So our spread has increased a little bit, and that's also multiplied by 3, right? Because you could spread in other areas as well. So you'd see colonization is going faster. So yeah, that is good. We'll keep investing in that. It's between that and our actual trade or building up our army. So I could see it going either way. Who are these guys? This is the Royal Folk and the Royalists. So let's let them fight. Former politician Prince Gong. So now we have traditionalist instead of whatever else we had before. Our heir apparent is authoritarian. Gosh darn it. Oh, that is what it is. There, we'll still get wealth footing. Hopefully it passes. What can I do to get this better situated? If I throw out, well, they're in a party, so I can't throw them out. Not much we can do. All right, but we're out of the war. We're making money. Our taxes are lowered, so we really are thriving. What I think I'm going to do is I'll put a cut in, and then when we come back, we will be focusing on getting through our queue, and maybe we force a civil war while we have the bankroll. Maybe we use Russia and get like a defensive pact with, say, France. In fact, let's get the defensive pact with France. And we are going to just force through some law changes, I think, is our next play. Get our law situated, and then we can just focus on expansion. It's going to be our next move here. Just real quick before we go, make sure I can reduce autonomy with anyone who accepts. That was Cambodia, who I forgot was our subject. And then any of our dominions can we do? Reduce autonomy with who? This is Egypt. Egypt's now going to become a puppet. Reduce autonomy with Luang Prabang. Reduce autonomy with Burma. And reduce autonomy with the Sikh. So we are very strong. Hijaz will become our subject as well. Look at our market. Let's just take a look at that before we end off here. I know we just ended up getting something. Hydraulic cranes, I think it was. Which is good. But if you look at our market, right? Our beautiful yellow color has spread. If we take the Persian market, we'll almost be contiguous, which is cool. We even have the market over here. So we're definitely the most valuable market. I'm happy with everything that's happened so far. But anyways, we cover what we're going to do next, and I think that's good for this will be the last one of my session here, so hopefully I'm not all scatterbrained from post-work, Sean. But we'll see. Maybe, I mean, I might not be getting sleep, so who knows. But for now, we'll call this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean, the Blue Skinners, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.